I want to be inspired by this virus. I grew up with asthma. I've had it all my life, but it was really tough when I was a kid. I remember many times finding myself gasping for air, wondering if there was enough oxygen in the atmosphere for me to give me just one breath. I don't know how many times I felt like I was dying when I was a child. Thankfully, for the most part, it got better and better over time, but there would be those episodes, there would be those moments when I thought I was completely out of breath. When even though there seemed to be plenty of air all around me, there didn't seem to be any for me. And I'm speaking about that because, this virus, as we know, really attacks the respiratory system, right? It causes pneumonia, double pneumonia, it sounds like, in the worst cases. That's all happening in the lungs. And we notice now, as an interesting result of the virus, not of the virus itself, but of the way we're responding, right? By getting inside and, most importantly, getting off the roads, right? There's much less pollution in the air. We've heard a lot of stories, and we don't even need to hear the stories. We can go outside and feel the freshness, smell the freshness, the cleanliness, the cleanness of the air. We can breathe better. And those of us who have respiratory issues can really feel the difference. This is powerful. I'm inspired because to inspire is to breathe in. The earth is able to breathe better than she could just, a month ago, 2 months ago? Mother Nature can breathe again, more freely, not completely clean, but what a difference. How profound is that this virus that so profoundly impacts the respiratory system gave us the clue to allow the Earth's respiratory system to heal. Now, it seems very important to me that we allow that healing to continue. Now, how that's going to look, I'm not quite sure. But let us believe that we do not have to go back to the old normal. In fact, that's impossible. But we don't need to even try to recreate it. Please, let's not try to recreate what we had before. Yes, we need to move forward. Yes, we need to thrive. Yes, people need to be healthy and happy. Let's face it, let's just be real. A lot of us were not happy before. A lot of us were not healthy before. A lot of us, even if we were wealthy before, weren't happy and weren't healthy necessarily. We all know there was a pandemic of problems, a panoply of problems before the pandemic. I'm inspired. We talk about the Amazon being the lungs of the planet. The Amazon can breathe again. And yet I'm concerned, there's news now that the virus might have found its way into some of the indigenous communities in the Amazon. And that's frightening. Because if the virus runs amok in the indigenous communities, that would indeed be tragic for the earth. For their lives, and really for the lives of the planet, for the life of the planet, because those people are the protectors. We could say really they're the protectors of life. Helping us continue to breathe day to day as they do whatever they can to protect the place, this earth, the Amazon, so dear to them. I'm inspired. Let's inspire together. Inspiration. Let us find each our own inspiration in these times. From these times, let us know, let us feel it, even in the pain, even in the illness that maybe we ourselves have, maybe our loved ones have, even in the death. Let us feel the inspiration that surrounds us. There is always pain. There is always death. There's always delusion. And now we have a time, a moment, even in the death, even in the pain, even in the delusion, to find a new clarity. Let the clarity of the air, the breath that sustains us, that is the very essence of life, lead us there. I'm inspired. As I breathe this air, I've never felt better. And yet I have no idea what tomorrow will hold. The uncertainty is a certainty. And that too has always been true. We just didn't quite get it until it smacked us in the face, right? The next day's never been certain. The next moment has never been certain. But we thought it was. Now we know the truth. And even as we move out of this era, things will still be uncertain. Maybe they'll appear more certain, but I think we'll be smarter to it. There's a wisdom in that. That is an inspiration that we can live on the uncertainty, know that we can live in the uncertainty, just as we have been living in the uncertainty, thinking things were certain, thinking life had a certainty to it. There is a certainty to life, and that is that love is a certainty of life. That our faith is a certainty. Not what we ask for necessarily in our prayers, but our faith itself. Our purpose, our intentions, our why is a certainty. Even if that which we ask for, even if what we envision that flows from our why is uncertain, our purpose for being, our why and our living is as certain as we make it so. And if love is at the core of our why, we can be certain that we're moving in a direction that will be healing and healthy, nurturing for the world, whatever world we find ourselves in, as we move through COVID and into whatever the universe has in store for us. I'm inspired. I hope you'll be inspired with me. I'm recording this on the eve of Easter Sunday. May you be blessed. May love lead the way. Let's make love go far. Breathe. Let's make clean air, clean water, and justice for all our new normal. Happy trails.